We're on. Yeah. How do we start late? Good evening, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be continuing to draw, and today's a study. And yeah, wait, I should start with Sophia. Hello and welcome back to YouTube. I'm Louis, and today we'll be continuing to draw Ina, which I draw off camera as a study, and we are gonna finish this study today, I think. And hopefully you enjoy it and chat with me on the stream. And we also do those on the stream, so if you are watching the stream record, make sure to leave a comment. We might do it out and post it on our Twitter or Instagram in the future. Yeah. So let's get started. Yeah. Where is my Clip Studio Paint? Yep. I know it's quite sudden. Like I probably did not say I would stream. But yeah, I stream. Yeah, so today we're gonna draw Ina, and to be honest, we won't be picking colors straight from the drawing today. We are just trying to understand the colors better. Obviously, we know that Ina's head should be like a bit rounder out here. Like here, like a bit rounder out. But to be honest, I don't feel like changing it already. Yeah, we could change it. Yeah. And I know that we usually stream on Wednesday, but it's New Year's yesterday, so I don't really feel like doing too much, and I have another illustration to just get out in time for the festive post, like the Happy New Year kind of post, but as an illustration. So yeah. It's not the cleanest lineup, but this is a study. So yeah. And let's see what color it is when it's not. You know what? We'll actually shade it first on like black and white just to get a better idea of the how it's drawn, I suppose. So it comes towards here, and the colors kind of, you can see here, like the color stops here. So yeah, I don't know how I'll manage it, but we'll see. It's not my usual process of drawing these things, just because my usual process usually involves drawing them in flat colors, and then we put some shadows and shading on. But I've heard like this is also like a pretty good method, so we could try out today. It's not the conventional way, I suppose. And to be honest, let's just get in as reference on our side. Where did I got it from? Oh shit. Ah, right, Twitter. Yeah, so Twitter is the place where we found this really cute inner art. To be honest, we just click onto the tag and find one that's like pretty. Uh, uh, let's see. I'm not sure like how easy it will be to find it again, because there's probably quite a lot of posts in there lately. Like if we get to like 1% of this quality, I mean we are already probably good to go for commissions whatsoever. Yeah. Where is it? I can't find it, and my hands are slightly painful just because I was at work the whole day. I should be near. I recall seeing it around this post. Okay. Where are you? Why can't I find you? Where's the Where's the drawing? Ah, I Google image search. Yeah, we can Google image search it. Just yeah. Wait a second. Let's search it on Google. Why are you so fucking Ah, I can't find it. I can't find the reference. How do I find the reference? I think I clicked like on it. Hopefully I did. Hopefully. Please tell me I did. I will kill myself. I did not. Fuck. It's fine, we can still draw. It's alright. It's just slightly less convenient, I suppose. So the light is hitting from that other side. So like this will probably all be dark, and you see a little bit of light around here. Some more shadows around these ornaments. Pink. Yeah, mostly shadows. And this part is light. And this is shadow. And here we got a little bit of light here. Light here. Shadow. Basically all shadow around here. A little bit of light on the shoulder. And then shadow again around here on the non-existent thingy. Shadow on head things. We're gonna focus on the body first just because I feel like it's more where there's light here, there's light here. Yeah. And then there's not much light here apparently. There's a little bit of light here. How does it work? Like it hits on this side. Oh hi. Like the light hits on this side a little bit, I suppose. And then kind of goes dark back here. Slightly a little bit more here. Something like that. It's more like a practice, so it's you don't really have to worry about F-king thing up. Like just try your best. And I mean we could try out the three-step shading thing, which is from I think mostly Japanese artists or like Chinese artists. So basically the first shade is everything that is not in the light. So you don't have to make it even darker or whatever. It's just light with some light in and like shadows. So those are the basic ones, which I think if you watch anime, that will probably be the majority of the shadow that you see. Thank you for shouting the congratulations. I do see you there. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. And may I ask what's your time zone? Just because I am definitely not in like a very popular time zone usually. And then the hand here, like because it got a slight curve, so it looks at a little bit. Yeah, yep. And then let's just kind of fill this one. And let's see how is the shadow around here. So you can see like there's some shadow on the fabric. Not exactly sure how this works. Like this is probably the elbow, and but it's going down straight, so it's probably just some fabric thing that is happening, which I'm also not exactly the best at, but I'll try my best. Like I probably need to study how fabric works. Thanks for the hearts. And I think that will be like a topic in the future, but like not now. In light of that statistic or like not so good art of drawing that I usually face, another alternative is just to draw naked people, which is also a very lucrative industry, I suppose. Yeah, but yeah, the shadow will. To be honest, this shadow won't be too complicated. Like, but it's just like takes a bit longer because I'm not using the bucket tool. And yeah, everything here is in shadow. Everything here is in shadow. Yay! Maybe a little bit of the ribbon will be in the lights just because it's out there. Yeah. And then yeah, just some fabric shadow thingy that I, to be honest, not too sure about. Like if you have draw clothes before, you might figure out like it was not very natural sometimes. Like if you look at your hand, if you're sitting right now, you look at those like wiggly folds, but you don't exactly know what's exactly happening, and that is how I'm feeling right now. But like I'll try my best. This is, as I said, is a study, so the point is to fail a little bit and just there's no risk. That's probably probably the best like description is that you don't take much risk and you just learn how to draw better. Because I want to be a professional. Like you can see in my bio, I'm just part-timing all this. So wrong brush. Ah. So like that's definitely a disadvantage on my side. But that's probably also like why it makes it slightly more fun, because like I'm probably not the best at it, and you could just progress with me, I suppose. Like there's a thing of like Japanese idols, like they like to see how the idol grows over time, like how they learn things and like get better. Like I think like this is something in the West, like also a bit more prominent, but in Asian countries, it was also kind of weird. Like you expect nowadays, you expect like everything that comes up be very polished and very like perfect, but just you have to understand like they also need to learn, they also need to grow, and sometimes they just yeah they are just like they went through like 10 years of training. Like if you've seen Blackpink, like those K-pop stars probably like went through a lot during their childhood. Like they are sent into like training camps kind of things, and then they are just well there until they debut, and well end up in the industry. And if they success, obviously it will be great. But most cases they will just be like mid and don't really manage anything at the end. Like they will earn a living, but not like as much as a K-pop star as you think. Like only the top of the top usually gets the deals. So that's like the unfortunate part of like reality, I suppose. This knee is slightly weird. Let's change it. Like it was facing like the wrong direction, I suppose. Because for the leg to bend that way, it would probably be facing somewhere like this direction. And actually that looks alright. Somehow. That somehow looks alright. Maybe a little curve back. Oh. Oh. Okay, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, so let's just get rid of this because that's probably some of our own stupid mistakes. And oh, wrong brush. Or wrong color. Wrong color. Ah. And I watched like a TV series lately. Somehow it's actually quite good. It's called Good Omen and it's British, so that might not be a very familiar term for you. And the show's featuring David Tennant, which is I why that face? I oh it's a laughing face. I was like, which face is it? Like I've seen so many emojis I can't even like, recognize them now. Yeah, and that show is actually quite nice. Like it's like the dynamics between an angel and a demon who's friends. Like you say it's like you could probably say like, oh, that's a real old setting, like they've done those kind of things for like ages, but that show is just, I don't know, the writing is immaculate. Like they portray something so well, like some of the issues, like in the first season it was slightly cringe, I would say, definitely. But in the second one it got to be much better. Hi, welcome to the stream. It got much better and it's like it actually start going to like a little bit of more I wouldn't say the political correctness topic, like that's like it's produced by the BBC, so there will be some slight elements of that, but like overall it's still like really great. I did not expect the yeah, I shouldn't spoil it, but like there was some quite unexpected things. Let's see whether oh that's the that's why. Ah, we got the shadow wrong. We got the shadow wrong. Oh, so the light doesn't goes around it. Oh, okay. That's I don't know. It feels weird. The light doesn't goes around it. Like it also make a little bit of sense, I guess. Okay, yeah, back to the show. And then I saw like where I'm working in the show, and that was like a nice surprise. Like you never expect to see where you work in maybe a TV series or maybe where you live in a TV series, and like that's a fun experience. Yeah. Any TV shows recommendation or like what have you watched lately? I haven't watched much, so I can't really talk a lot, I suppose. Also watched some anime lately, like Sakamoto Days, which is probably will be called basic by most people because it's probably I think it's one of the top trending ones, like in this season. There might be some others that's like more trendy and like getting onto the trends Google search. I'm not sure. My anime list. But that one's probably because it's Shonen Jump, so does it does. I mean, it will do well just because the Shonen Jump. How to say? Um, aura. Yeah. Did I did anything wrong on the hand? Yes. So apparently the shadow goes a bit further out. And then it just dims down at the bottom. Wait, okay. And then it just dims down at the bottom, which is, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense for that to happen. So let's just dim it all down, and oh, the hand actually got a little bit of light. That's nice. Do you want anything doodle? Like, I could just draw it like on the side of this page. Like that's a thing that we did and people quite liked it. I think. Just, I mean, wild suggestions are allowed. Just saying. Just don't violate the YouTube terms of condition, and I will probably just, yeah, we could draw it. And how about uh really like this is something I'm not so sure about. Like I was looking at this, I'm like, how does the shadow work? But like it's more like a round-ish shaped thing. So it's like a ink tentacle of like octopus squid. Maybe squid. Yeah, maybe squid. Squid is probably a more accurate description. And I don't know why does her head shadow slightly weird? Is there something like on top of her head, like because it doesn't make sense for the shadow to be like there. Uh, how do I actually go to my stream on YouTube? Just to make sure like there's like one viewer and it won't die off. Is something that I don't know. It's something that works. And for the and we do need music. Hey, hey, hey guys. Doodle suggestion open in the chat. Yeah, and then I'll like it. So now I got 2 likes. Hopefully it won't get worse. It will get worse, but like hopefully it won't. And like there's a little bit of chat going on. That I think that probably helps with the algorithm too. Just because like they know that someone is actually watching, and like interacting makes things a lot more interesting, to be honest. I know it's not the right time soon, but like I can't really have much say over it. I do need to work tomorrow, so that part like I can't really do the US time zone, which I think most streamer does US time zones. I'm not exactly streamer though, so So back to the hand, and like I don't know, the forearm looks slightly weird. I'm pretty sure I draw it not the most correct way, but it's fine. It looks alright at the moment, and if it passes the test, it passes the test. Yeah, as long as it works, it's fine. Yeah, and then there's probably some slight shadows here, and then does she even have shadows? Okay, fine, she has shadows here. And how do I draw this kind of faint-ish shadow? She don't really have much to show, so hmm. hmm. So we'll give her like a slight blender just to make it looks natural. Like yeah, this looks natural enough, just to have some slight shadows on there, and then this thing on her neck. So these are all like slightly interesting, rather good shadow detail, I suppose, because shadowing is hard and drawing is hard and life is hard and yeah, everything's hard except for my beep. But yeah, it would be bad if it's hard at the moment. Yeah, I don't want to get arrested for sexual assault. Hi, Gotcha Dark Starry. Welcome to the stream, and today we are doing a study on inner. So we are not exactly studying inner's character design, but we're studying how to like shade and color. We have our reference right next to us, and if you have anything that you want to do, like put on the side, give some suggestions, and anything's welcomed. Literally everything is all right. Just you're welcome to put in any suggestions. We have done furries before, so thanks. To be honest, sometimes I will say if it's non-original, it's actually slightly easier just because there's less decision making on every line, I suppose. Yeah, feel free to like. It's supposed to be fun, so let's have some fun. Yes, and then did she have like things on her eyes? No, not eyes. Here. Oh, her whole face is in the darkness. Wow, great design. Whoever draw that. I mean, it still looks great. I think the first thing if you want to draw, like depends on what do you want to draw. Like, do you want to draw like human figures or do you want to draw like objects or like more traditional things? Like, I mean, you could definitely just draw like your room, like objects, and those will be a lot easier than doing human figures. But the part about human figures, it's that we see every day, so it's kind of easier to spot like what's wrong, I suppose. So let's get to this one of the sketch layers. Not this sketch layer. Which sketch is where? Where did that sketch layer go? Wait, ah. Okay, I found the layer. So basically I think anatomy is still a lot of like practice things that is involved. Like there's a lot of frameworks on doing it. I think if you want to draw first, like the easiest method is to for the head draw a circle. Like I think most methods use this. Like most teaching methods use this. For the head, draw a circle, and then there's like the eyes. Like sometimes people extend this line down and then draw the chin, but also I think some other just use this circle and then just cut from the circle to do faces, I think. Like a circle for the head and then an oval for the body. And if the I think like getting the oval right can be slightly more difficult, so there's also the box method. This is slightly easier, so it's a square cube. So basically the body will be like this, like a circle, a square, and then a rectangle. Yeah, it's Clip Studio Paint. I bought it during like a discount last year, I think, like 2024, like at the start of 2024. And I've kept using it since then. So the square is probably the chest and this is the hips. Like depends on how do you want it to be like a buff or like a very slim person, you just change like the size and then you link them up and a circle for the shoulder and then the elbows usually around the waist, like slightly above the chest but like waist, so in the middle of these two, and then you draw the legs. Sometimes the legs can be slightly difficult just because like legs sometimes are quite long and things. Yeah. And then you have the feet, which I'm not exactly good at feet, but like my own method is to use a triangle for it. Probably not the recommended method, but like it is a method that's worked for me so far. And then the other part of the hand extend to your thighs. So around here. So that's the basic anatomy of the body. So after that, usually I will probably put like starting to give it some flash. So the face can be slightly harder. Like it's probably a whole topic on its own, like drawing faces. I'll just try to draw a very simple one because I'm also not great at drawing faces either. And then the head. I think that's how the head. That's around the size. That's around the size, yeah. And then you put the neck down, and that's the shoulder. I wouldn't say you. It usually takes a lot of adjustment for each sketch, but um, yeah. And for the chest, like you give it a little bit more curve, so the waist can be slightly thinner, goes back out. So that will be how your main torso will be. And you push the waist in slightly. You know what? I might actually give a tutorial. And then after that you put in the thighs. So imagine like a cone that is like slightly smaller here and slightly bigger at here. And if you're just drawing the fronts, just draw a rectangle is fine. Leave a little bit of space between the legs just because there's either something's missing there or there's something dangling there, I guess. And then you pull the side of the leg down, and then it will go slightly straighter in here, I suppose. Depends on how realistic you want to draw. Like if you don't want to study muscles, that's all right. Yeah, so and then the hands is similar. On the elbow, just thicken it a little bit. Like if I draw a straight line for the hand, just for now. On the elbow, thicken it a little bit, so it looks like that's the elbow, because your elbow has like a bone that's like poking out, I suppose. I think that's the easier way to explain it. Like there's a shape for most body parts. Like for the front of the hand is usually something like you have more muscle and then you kind of goes back straight, like slightly straighter, and then you have the hand. But like if you're just starting, don't worry too much about the shapes. And then you have the hand, which hand is also as another whole topic, and hand is frustrating. Hand is frustrating. Yeah. So let's put this person somewhere here. It's a fun addition to today's stream. Yeah, let's put him here. Yeah. Or wait. We put him just standing on the tentacle. Yeah, we could put him standing on the tentacle. Why not? That seems like a fun idea. Yeah. So wait, where am I again? On the shadows. Yeah. And yeah, so that's probably how you do a body of a person. Obviously, it will take a long time before you get it all right, but at the same time, it's very much of the practice makes perfect. Talk again. Like I did start drawing like a few years back, so that is like quite a lot of accumulation already. But to be honest, it probably usually doesn't take that long. Just make sure you just reflect on your drawing, like which part is effed up and which part is doing all right. Like for example, I'm pretty sure the face is effed up slightly from compared to this one, but I mean it's oh to be honest, I really want to say that's a law, but it's just I just took part of my real name and just put it in. That's literally the reason that's the name. But I really wanted some law. I probably need to find a friend who's like good at writing stories. But like no, there's no clear law behind my name. Like Sakura is because of like well, I was a weeb back then, and Sakura is very Japanese, and I did watch quite some anime about with characters called Sakura in it, and one of them I really liked, and I used that as my online name since then. That's part of the law, I suppose. And then after that, I think it did shift a little bit, like from time to time, but the word Sakura just remained in there just because like I didn't I don't really want to use my in real life for my true family name for it, so I decided just to keep using the word Sakura. And yeah, it's I think like it's not as much law as you think because like when I pivoted the channel, it was I did not expect to be streaming again. I was like, okay, I'll draw, I'll make funny things. Like, so the main inspiration for this channel, like this current channel, is Emery Chill. So I was doing like kind of doing her kind of style, like doodles, and then like have a script, share some life experience kind of things, but then we just end up streaming again after I don't know like, we've been streaming like before doing artists like we've been doing gaming YouTube uh sometime later, yeah, sometime later I guess. If we are talking about architecture, then we can meet Toby, which to be honest I'm not sure when will we even do architecture. Like it's something that I want to do quite a lot, but like at the same time I do it for work. And no, we are doing like the whole hollow myth. So like previously, let's scan our previous drawings. Like these are the previous we did like through the past 2-3 weeks. So this is the one of the previous ones. Let's put it. I don't know. I don't know where do I put it. Can I put? I can't see it there. Okay, we'll put it here for now. And then we also did Amen Gura, which performed a lot better just because of it's less complicated. Wait, did I have song in the background? Okay. Wait. Right, where am I? Yeah, so we did Amen Gura and then that performed alright, so we decided to do Kali and Mori. Yeah. No, not Kali and Mori. Kali and Mori would be without the orange bird. So and then we did Kali and Kiara, and it's just kind of hard to find someone with Ina because Holomyth is just one. It's like an odd number, so we ended up well drawing Ina as a study, I suppose. I was thinking we might draw one of the Holomyth altogether, but we'll see about that. Like depends on time and things. Like it's definitely doable, but like it'll just be do we have any better ideas on things we want to draw more? And if we have, then we will be drawing that all Holomyth drawing. It'll be fun though, just saying, like, I think like if we do all the horror myth together doing something, but at the same time I really can't really think of what that something will be. Maybe we'll draw them in a room, like a horror myth room, just because like one of the potential interests of our channel is actually architecture and interior design things. So my favorite one is actually one from Taiwan, and her name is Usagi Hime. Let me just grab a reference real quick because I do have reference. I've drawn her before, so we have the reference here. Yeah, so she's an illustrator herself, and she draws basically. She now has 3D though, so it's fun to like watch some of it. By the time zone thing just gets me a little bit more discouraged because like it's either I have to wake very early in the morning or either I have to watch her during work, and that is not great. That is not great. Oh, oh, yeah. I did not know she does much in the English community, but maybe someone did translate her videos. Yeah. And the way I knew her, like the featuring of her is like quite funny because she's also like what's called NSFW artist. So like one of my very often seen gaming channel, like the guy decided to make like a comic dojinshi of their gang for a joke or something. So they end up having her to do it. So that's how it ended up. Like in an interview with her, and then I just click into it and just kept on watching till now. But I mean, most of the time not actually watching that much nowadays. It's more like I'll be in the Discord server and then chatting with like the people I kind of knew from back then. That should be the right shade, I hope. And yeah, that's why I feel like having Discord channel is like such a boost for like the a YouTube channel or a community, just because like when you are sometimes like busy or off, and even like for now if I don't have a Discord, like if the people who watches me want to chat with each other, like there's not really a space for it. So I think Discord is just that kind of very interactive, and then everyone can have a say, everyone can participate kind of feel, which is amazing, obviously. And how's her ears? Okay, let's just get the ears in. Yeah, so Discord is, to be honest, I haven't really been watching Discord since like a long time ago until lately, like when people start joining in, like when the last stream happened, and then the Discord start getting more busy and people are finally like some chatting, I would say not that much, but like because we're still quite a small channel, but it's fun. Like sometimes we'll put decorations. I've seen someone put like an animation out, and I'm amazed by how great it is. Like it's they don't really have much color in the animation because doing colors is like it will take ages. That is from my experience. I don't know how long it took him, but it's probably not a short amount not a short amount of time. Uh, if we finish this study on time, we might do something fun. I'm not sure. It depends. Like, yeah. Do you have anything you would want to talk about? Do you have like a Oshi? Like, is it Hololive or like Nijisanji? Just kind of interested because I've been watching Hololive since before the EN came out. I know that sounds really old, but Yeah. So how to say? I know the EN is here for a long time already, but it still feels like I've been seeing them when they started and when they are continuing. To be honest, the well, this free shipping model has been here for like ages. I have it since like I think 2022 or 2021, and I just took it out just because it's kind of boring just seeing the drawing interface. That's literally the only reason why I took it out. And it needs I mean I have it anyway, why not use it? It's more like a waste of resource situation. Yeah. To be honest, fish tubing is really hard, I feel like. Just because like if you are doing like gaming or something like that will first of all it's fun obviously, but you also need to like for those who do like gaming content, like you really need to react very intensely. Like you have to shout, you have to like, oh my god, kind of thing. Like that felt like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I watch Ina sometimes. Like I watched like the stream record of her drawing, just also kind of like learn some process thing. I did learn like a little bit of things from Ina stream. Like when I started drawing, I literally don't care about the pose and I just go straight in. I don't experiment with a few stuff. And when I saw Ina that and I saw her doing that, and that's kind of like, oh, I can do that. Yeah, yeah. Like I still like to watch Ina. Like I, how do you put it? A bit laid back and like kind of a very chill vibe. Not like a very energetic. It's like wow kind of vibe. And that vibe is really great. Like I love that vibe. Oh, I haven't really watched Sana much during when she's active, so I don't really know much. Does Sana draw a lot? Like because I usually watch like Ina and mostly Holomyth, probably. I would say Holomyth. And then a little bit of Bay and Iris. That's probably my mix of Yen. And for JP, it's just I haven't watched JP in quite a while. Maybe Subaru. Subaru is quite good because like she tries to speak English, but it's fun. But to be honest, it's really sad that Sana has to leave because of like health problem. Like I hope she get like a place that's good and doing treatments well, obviously. But it's just yeah, it's a small world. Like I think how many? I think like three Hololive people graduated this December or last year. I'm not sure. I've seen some Instagram news kind of things about it. Uh oh, what's PL talk? Is it like something like rumors or like unverified news? I'm not sure what it means. Just that I'm not sometimes not very good with different terms. Like I'm not chronically online enough. Maybe. Yeah. Like I know that like some definitely just kept on doing. Like you've seen Fauna. Like I mean, we did not even saw that coming, but like Numi just popped into the whole VTubing world, and then yeah, and then she just straight up revived. Ah, okay then. I mean, it's still nice. Like to be honest, Um, I've seen like streams of Kiara and Kali, like those ones, real life stream, like from their other life thing. But and like K-Song is a really good example of these kind of things. Like she, to be honest, I feel like she's forced to graduate just because of like some I don't know, maybe political stuff. So like now she's doing quite well. Like I to be honest, I'm really happy for her. Like we did not saw that coming at all. And I don't know, just this news got to like the English world. Let me search this up. It's like a revival of like one of the VTubers who graduated. Lin Ning Lang Lan Lan nè. Fuck. Lý Lì Lý Lì Lin. What is my typing? I don't know how to type that. Eh, eh. You know what? I'll just pull up her YouTube channel and we'll. So she, I'll just talk about it. Yeah. So she basically graduated from like one of the very big agency in Taiwan, and that agency is quite famous for like having people graduated, and then she used the same model or like the same artist, like they did a slightly modified model of it and changed the name slightly, and now she's coming out as like a personal feature. Oh, I did not know that, but oh, Arknight. I could take a look at it. I never knew that though. Like, I never heard of that news, but oh, that's interesting. Like, knowing that Sana is still like being quite active outside and not. To be honest, I personally don't know any news about it after she graduated, so that's good news to hear. Of definitely. And like and then like there's people whose past life kind of caught on, past life, afterlife. Like do you know Lucia like from Holo I forgot what's it called. It's the third generation Hololive. So she basically has she graduated, so it's fine to talk about it. So she basically have a channel called Mechanical, which is like with real life streaming ish thing, and like occasionally VTubing. So she then also joins the Physiogio, and then I think she's doing both Mechanical and Physiogio, and then also going to like rumors of like not so great things. So I think that's like kind of a sad part. Like, to be honest, at first everyone's fine about it, but then it kind of just got worse. I think maybe also because how the Japanese VTubing fan base are. That stuff is wild, literally so wild. Like, I don't understand like how people can get that infuriated over. Hey, welcome back. The thing we did just now is like standing there now. Yeah, yeah. Did you draw something like after the tutorial? Yeah, the rumors are crazy. And because like I think especially for like the Taiwanese community, like because that community is more, how to put it, a lot more closely in touch with Japanese. So in that community it went crazy. Like there's so much news back then. Like every single recommendation on my YouTube is about her. Like I don't know how she managed, but she managed to have every single recommendation. It's like what she did, some of things, kind of things. I don't know. Like I've heard like something even worse. Like I think there's a VTuber who's like pre-debut said something about like if you don't subscribe or something something or like threatening people or something, and then she got arrested. That one was like just a short while of news, but like that was also really wild. Yeah, you um you can throw your drawing into the Discord channel, like just take a picture and throw it in. Like the links in the description, so if you want to join, it's always there. And if you just go in, you could just throw it in like general chat, and I could talk about it. Oh, actually, let me just check out your channel. Uh, go to channel. Gotcha, Dark. I mean, you draw pretty nice. Yeah. Oh, Gotcha Studio. It looks cute though. Just saying. Yeah, it's looking great. Yeah. Wait, do you do shorts nowadays or? That's why I was like clicking on the video tab and like, eh? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Also like just saying like VTubing is like a bit more saturated than before. So like, it's not that easy to get into, and like, I think there's a lot of like talents needed to do it now. Like, it's not like at the starting days, like the Kitsuna Eye days. Are you watching VTubing like during the Kitsuna Eye days? Like she retired, but like it's also like interesting. So Kitsuna Eye is probably the so-called first VTuber. I don't mind. Like collab is fine. Like to be honest, I don't mind. But I think it would be nice if you just drop a message in Discord or like Instagram, so we can actually like just plan things out. Just because maybe of like different time zones, schedules, the annoying things that kind of makes things difficult. Ah, yeah, those are like the good old days. But Kizuna I did fall off like during the process, so like she's still the starting founder of the whole thing. I would say most people still contribute or like consider her the starting founder, but she definitely default quite hard. Like also it's I think it's just because like the companies don't know what they are doing back then. Like they I think at the start is they feel a lot as like voice acting. So like we can always replace this voice actor and find someone else to do it. Like I think that was their mentality back then. Yeah. Like I love that intro to her last concert or like the graduation concert. Like God, the drum rolls and like the parade, like oh my God, that's so cool. Like I can't imagine like what will happen if she didn't fell off, like if she was still like in the how it's called in the cycle in the industry. Yeah. Where does the shadow goes? The shadow don't hey. It makes like sense, but not that much sense. Wait, let me get a paint. Yeah. Like literally like because I don't know what's VTubing back then, like my first impression of it is like Wait, well, I was like trying to manage too many things at once. How does the shadow goes? Yeah, I was like, oh, so they do robots that can chat with you now. That seems interesting. That's probably like back in like 2016 back then. And like, hi, Starry, welcome to the Discord. And like, I was like, gosh, technology is so great. Like, they have like robots that can talk now. And then after, I think like 2-3 months, like, I think like people don't really understand what's VTubing back then. So like, they are saying like, oh, you scammed us. Like, you are not actually a robot. And it there's a little bit of news where I think it's just when it starts and like how the whole industry is starting to get a bit more attention and people are starting to understand. So I guess it was normal to think that Kizuna Ai is a real artificial intelligence back then, although she's not intelligent at all. Yeah. I mean, Starry, you could just send the picture you draw just now into like general art creation, but yeah, I could just chat a little bit about it, and if you don't mind, I could literally just put it up and just like tell you what you can improve. Hopefully, not too harsh. Yeah, I think like now that VTubing is so big, like it's starting to like break down into like smaller sub divisions again. Like when things get to like a certain size, like that happens. Like let me get a red one and just right. So in Taiwan, I think they start considering VTuber and then V-type. So V-type is VTuber is like 100% virtual, and they don't really show any real life things. And then V-type is more of like how to put it, half real life. Like sometimes you see maybe Hime Hajime, there's like a real live stream. Like those are like the V-type, they will call it, because like I don't know why they use the word V-type, but like that's how they call it. Like when there's like an element of real life in it, they call it a V-type. So if I'm showing my hands right here, wait, how's the right? Then I'm a V-type somehow. That's how they categorize it. I suppose, yeah. Not the best, but that's how things are. And then like also like 3D tubers and 2D tubers. Actually, no, that's not true. It's always been 3D tubers and 2D tubers. Yeah, so like with 3D models and like 2D models, like sometimes people will make that a difference. Long Gale Fingerberry. Wait. Oh, eh? Hi, Ninoshka Torres. What's that? Long Gale Fingerberry? Does that mean something? Yeah, okay, back to drawing. Yeah. Does that mean something? Please tell me. I am now thoroughly confused and want to know the answer. Yeah, so it really depends like how you stand out in the crowd, I suppose. Like that's also kind of, I don't know, part of the reason we wanted to do some contents that slightly different. Like to be honest, we want to talk about architecture a bit. Wait 5 seconds, I'll grab a book right now. So I got like a few architecture books. So like for example, this one here, let me just zoom in and make the video big. Yeah, let's make the video big. You can see me for now. You can see me now. You can see me now. Yeah, so this is one of the books that I really liked. Like it's a very illustrative drawing book. Like, it's the architecture of Kengoku Kuma. So like they have these pictures like at the start, and then like they will the author did like illustration of them and like go into like the small detail of like how the features of it is. Maybe like for this one here, that's like um the carpentry of it is really complicated, and then it also explains like how is that different and like how does that translate into like this architecture. So they call it the Hell's joint. Yeah, but yeah, back to drawing. Back to drawing. Where? Wait. Oh no. Wait. Where? Ah. Yeah. Yeah. So to be honest, we want to dive into that like maybe in the future. Depends on what time we have. To be honest, like time is always like a very annoying part. Like you can't redo everything. So I want to do something about like affordable housing. To be honest, that was one of the topics I personally is quite interesting. What is this layer? Wait, yeah, just wait. Eh? Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. So the three-step shadow process thingy. Yeah, just what we are doing now. So one first shadow is everything that the light don't touch. Second shadow is like the things that the light touches, and it's like no, the everything that is like kind of like in the middle of it, like is the occlusion whatever thing. So basically in places where things are tighter together, it actually gets darker. Like obviously if it's further from light, it also gets darker, but like that's also like how it's thank you, sweet face. Yeah, it's getting better nowadays. I think like just because we are getting more experience and just like getting better at it. To be honest, it's kind of like a rehab. We've done streaming before, and things will have cast its shadow on each other because like can't go that easy into it, and the light going from the other side, like the reflections. I should have a red pen. Like the light from the other side, like it still needs to go through here. So here is a lot darker. So that's probably one of the things that a lot of 2D don't do as well. Like in 2D animations, you definitely will not see this kind of shading as much. Oh, that's interesting. I do have to say, I'm pretty sure one of it is myself. I'm not sure. Yeah, we did gaming previously, and Minecraft is definitely too competitive of a market, but I just kind of play during the weekends, and that's my so-called YouTube channel back then. Yeah, and then wait, what am I saying? Yeah, that's why sometimes you see like 2D is a lot flatter because that also gives like the depth of things with the ambient occlusion. I'm not sure how I could explain this better. It's just things that are closer to each other have its own darkness. Yeah, that's probably the best explanation I can give about this. So like, yeah, just put shadows in. Yes, and like if you want to do shadows, definitely if you can do gradients, feel free to do it. Like using pencil is probably one of the easier, more fun way to do it. Like with a pencil, you can just like harder lines, harder strokes, and then lighter strokes. But just when you're in digital, you just get very picky about things. And it's fine, it's fine. We'll draw on pencil like occasionally. Like I think like I've done a few previously, but I don't have this camera right here back then, so I just post it onto like Instagram, and there's no process video, whatever. Oh, actually, they are in like one of the art summary videos previously. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Sweet face. Do you send your art out? Oh no, no sweet face. Starry. Yeah, starry. I'm. My brain's not working. My brain's not working. I'm trying my best. Yeah. And then like closer will have more shadows, and that's just the basic rule of things. No, like I think it's also like a thing that I learned from computer rendering process. Like it's it's in some anime tutorial, but mostly if you're doing computer renderings, like you come into this kind of you technical ish stuff. So previously we did like some so yeah. So in the past we did some like computer architecture stuff, and like that's mostly Toby. Yeah, that's mostly Toby. So that part is well what am I saying? What am I saying? My brain's not working. So we will do like Photoshop renderings and help people kind of just do their projects, which is it's just I won't say it's good money, but it's like okay, it's some side money to have. It's nice to have, I suppose. Yeah. And then we'll put like materials onto like the line art they gave us and put like colors, etc. And that will be the so-called Photoshop rendering. But obviously you could have like much nicer rendering, such as like with like all the flashy, very realistic brick texture, whatever. But sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I always when I can't think of something or like I was just like, but yeah. Any news lately? Like, did anything interesting happen in life? I am going to a castle this weekend. Do anyone want to hear some pre-informations about it? I'm pretty sure the stream delay is also killing parts of the stream off. But yeah, so in this weekend, I bought a ticket to go to the Edinburgh Castle, and that will probably be my hopefully one visit to a castle. Actually, I've been to a castle once, but the other one is a ruin. Like the other one I went to is Chepstow Castle for like a school project. So in the tour brochure, they say like there will be the crown jewel of Scotland in there. Nice, hopefully nice. I haven't been yet, but I hope it will be nice. And then they also said like there's like the gun every 1 p.m. like 1 p.m. every day, and that sounds fun. Hopefully they do it on the day I go, and I won't miss it. I won't be like, oh, this is a nice piece of jewelry, and then I just hear like boom, boom, and then oh, that's it. I missed it. Yeah. I think I'll film some B-roll of it. Like on the day I go visit, I'll take some like B-rolls of it and then maybe make a short video about it. Like just because most of the information I can literally find online. Like it's just like what you should go see in this castle, and then I'll probably use some of the information I find, and I'll probably make a small video just be like I went to a castle. I think it would be fun though. Like, it's one of the biggest tourist spots in this city, and same as Cardiff, but like I didn't bother to go into the Cardiff one because it looks kind of like, I don't think they got a crown jewel of Wales in there. I don't know, Wales is a small place and they don't really have much to offer, personally speaking. They do fuck ships though. Yeah, that's what I heard. They fuck ships. But that's all the information I have about Wales. Have you guys been to, I mean, I won't say Wales. Wales is kind of not really a tourist destination, but have you guys been to like Britain before? Like uh meet the colonizers? Like British can be quite interesting. Like I would say like the culture is very strong here. The food is very strong in inflicting negative emotions, except if you are going to try food of other delicacies. Like Indian food is great in UK. They got a lot of Indian. Right. Indian food is great because they conquered India literally back then. Somehow they lost it, and they are probably one of the biggest collapsing economy of the time. And then I think Chinese takeaway is doing really good, like this few years. I mean, you can come and experience the British culture. And if you don't really like the British culture, I heard Americans like the Irish accent a lot. I can't do Irish accents, to be honest. I can't do that. The Irish accent, I've heard like people say that a lot in America. Somehow, like it's a very popular thing. Yeah, and like the accent is not really as strong, to be honest. Maybe because I grew up in Hong Kong, which is like former British colony, so people have like a slight British accent, but like not really that strong of an accent to be honest. Like it's still like on a manageable level. So hi Jose in Discord. Hi, we're streaming. Can you come join? Hi Jose. We are in Discord. Well, we are in YouTube live at the moment. And let's put a little bit more things in. Ambient occlusion. This actually has no ambient occlusion. This a little bit maybe. Slight shadow here, and then some slight shadows here, some slight shadows here. I don't know, should I put some for the neck? I mean, why not? Why not? Yeah. And then some on the hair. It's looking alright. Like it's not the best, but like it's not the most detailed drawing I've done, but it looks alright. It looks alright. Multiply and put this to multiply, and then we can put the flat colors in. So the flat colors, we'll just grab a house Ines purple. It's like a more bluish purple with like a slight pastel-ish feeling. So let's put inner shadow in. We're on the wrong layer. So for anyone who want to draw digitally, also like I wouldn't say Clip Studio Playing is like the ultimate tool to like painting in digital, but like definitely is one of the better ones. And if you manage to catch the spring sale, which I think will be around March, probably March, yeah, and that will be like quite cheap, and by that time you can buy for like I think 80% off or like 50-60% off. That's probably how things will go. how the price is going. This is way too light. Uh, yeah. And if you bought it, and you might be able to draw alongside, just like follow the steps, because my steps doesn't go really that quick. Hopefully, I think it's not going that quick. Like, have you seen Ina's sketch for base new envy? Like, Ina did a sketch for base envy's cover, and like she called that a sketch. Like, that is so detailed. Like, if I could search it up, like, but it's so detailed. Like, no, actually, it's in the stream though. I don't care. Let's just go search it anyway. Inner sketch, day cover. Yeah, why not? No, 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 not this one. Bay, Bay Hako Bells. I'll put e. Where's it? Where's Hako Bells? There we go. And video and yeah, I'll copy the image and put it here. Where's the image? Oh, it's here. Like, I think Ina did this for like for like Bay and like this is the final thing, but like Ina did like a sketch of it and it's so detailed. Like, I was looking at it and I was like, are you sure this is not the full drawing? Like, it's so good. And after this, let's just close this and like figure out what's wrong with our colors. Like, we definitely did not get the right color. Like, what color is this? Oh, it's a lot redder. And this, oh, this is a lot bluer. Okay, we definitely need to consider the warmth of the color. We'll do this color first then. Yeah, should be alright. Okay. Oh, wrong. Wrong layer. Wrong layer. Right layer? Right layer. Yay. Yeah. So which part of America are you living in? If I recall, is it Texas? I think it's Texas. Did I remember the right thing? And like, be honest, like Tiramsu, like you could also say like where you are from if you're still here. Like, I feel like, wait, what time is it like in America though? Like, is it still like 5 something p.m.? Like, aren't you supposed to be like at work? Something like that? I feel like a lot of viewers are, I wouldn't say unemployed. Unemployed is a bit too harsh, but like, I don't know, like, how do you manage to find the time? Like, I'm genuinely impressed and I'm happy. Also, like, oh, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is alright. No, it's still at work though. That is sad to hear. Like, but is life still going okay, or like, how's it? Like, is it more like freedom feeling, or like, God, I need to find another job kind of feeling? I just kind of want to know how, because I mean, I graduated not long ago and got my first job, and to be honest, I need to like quit it to continue studying, so that will be quitted in some foreseeable future. I envy you so much. Ah, uh, uh. I mean, I think like it really depends on your boss, probably. Like, For me, my boss has been quite nice to me, like most of the time, so I don't really feel much pain about job. It's still like I want to have free time, definitely, but it's not the end of the world for me. Like I don't know why like they somehow like doing this thing. Oh, about free will. Like so a thing that I do at work very often is just like scrolling on my phone or like doing something else. Like some of this some of our videos and like scripts, those are written at work. Like because I think the thing is you have to miss the expectation, and then after meeting the expectation you start to like do what mm, after meeting expectation, after that they will be like, oh, that's great to have. So you just need to go to that base point of expectation, and then you could be just be like, I'll I'll do, but not as much. I'll do the minimal amount, and you accept that as my minimal amount. Then I'll just be on my phone like so much. I have to say I'm on my phone so much at work. Not a good thing to say, but like I definitely am. Like if my boss see this, I feel like I'll either get like micromanagement, like she he will like keep an eye on me, like everyone will keep an eye on me like 24/7, or I'll be like fired. It's yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of free will, and we got like a Wednesday company coffee thingy. So like every Wednesday, we'll just have like coffee and like chat for like half an hour in the morning. Like I don't know, like I never miss those just because. Well, why would I? Let's get in a draw and color it in. Hi, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the hearts too. Like I saw the hearts. Thank you. All right. Wait. About I think Starry's gone. Yeah, because she mentioned she'll put her drawing and we can chat about it. But yeah. Also, voice chat is open. Welcome to join in. We could chat, I guess. Let me unmute myself though. How do I unmute myself? Yay! Can you hear me? Yay! Yeah. Now it's the phone in stream. Yay! Hi, Petlucia. Welcome to the stream. Today we are doing a study of inner and just studying how color works because we are terrible at coloring things. And feel free to scam me in the Discord voice chat. I don't mind. Yeah. I think like necessary sacrifice. It depends. Like to be honest, I do want to keep like be part of the architecture industry, but it's just like I want to do it as like a part-time thing. Like I think like that's a thing that most people will say like I love it, but I don't love it when I'm I have my I'm like restrained by it. Like if I'm free to do what I want in that field, sure, but like I'm not free to do everything I want in the field. That's I think that's like why most people like they have a passion for that field, but then they kind of the passion just died like sooner or later. It's sad though, like I understand like maybe you've loved doing I don't know physics for like your whole childhood, and then you just got into like a lab that's like you have to do this every day and like repetitive work, and then you just kind of lose the passion for it. Like it's something that happens like every now and then, and it's sad. Ah, oh my leg. But think so. Like I am planning to do. Toby is planning to dive into a bit more architecture content, maybe some like informative stuff at the start just to make it easier to digest, hopefully. Yeah, yeah. What you? Yeah. I was looking at the chat and what you are saying. Can you finish the sentence, please? Can you finish the sentence, please? Don't just hang up right there. Just ah ah. You know that it's a very, I wouldn't say it's an OCD triggering thing, but like it's slightly triggering, like just leaving it on a hanging cliff. What is it you are saying, please? Please. Yeah, so maybe some architecture content in the future. I am not sure. Do we want to do like architecture in Minecraft or whatever? Uh, yeah, I saw like uh, I don't know. My brain's going dead again. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I guess that's her hair. I think like the hair coloring is slightly. I don't know what's going on. Like this is confusing me. And then she got like this orange-ish. No, like building architecture in Minecraft. Do we want to play Minecraft and try build something on it first, which I'm not good at, just saying, or do we want to just uh like dive into like more informative stuff? Like we can talk about Le Corbusier. We could talk about Frank Lloyd Wright. Those are like quite famous architects, which to be honest, I feel like not much people will know nowadays. Like if you don't really study in the field. And what else do we have? What are some other famous-ish? I think Norman Foster is quite famous, but also like not. I don't know. Like as ordinary people, like the Muggles, don't really know that much about architecture. And to be honest, I feel like a lot of buildings nowadays are still like most buildings nowadays are not really designed by architects. Just saying, like if you are living in like a terrace house, those kind of things, most likely the contractor has like a pattern book that they work from and they build it from that pattern book. It makes the housing faster though, but like it, you see like the endless suburb, which I personally don't like the most, just saying, but it's also kind of like it's how the world works. Like there's the sacrifice for having like enough housing demand. I think like not really because architecture in to be honest is not like the most necessary uh how to put it profession because of it's like sometimes it's slightly more artistic and that part is not that appreciated because like they will how to put it you just need an engineer to do everything and the architect is more like a good to have. That is one of the harsh truth that I've learned throughout the years. Like you can build anything with a civil engineer. Like they can calculate the structures and they can just build it. Architecture is kind of just like making sure it's performing good and like it's looking nice. And that part is not the most necessary, unfortunately. I think like if you want to say like a definitely sure career, like you basically need to hitch on to three things. Either health. Why? Right. Either you need to hitch on to health or money or relationship. That's the three key things onto like money making or like the whole necessity thing. Architecture can be kind of like health just because like it provides shelter. But to be honest, providing shelter can also be a work by engineers. So, well, I could go unemployed anytime, but my contract says they can they can fire me, but I don't think they will fire me. That's just my assumption. I might be wrong. If they saw this stream, I'm doomed. Like it's not that fun when you have to draw toilets. Like as an intern or like in the starting positions, like literally the two projects that I work a lot on. One is a refurbishment of a hotel spa, which means a changing room toilet. And the other one is a hotel's bathroom refurbishment, which means toilets. And I don't know, it's not like it's giving you the dirty jobs, it's just like that's the job the company have and that's the one you're assigned to. Like obviously you can just say that, oh, I don't really want this one, but it's kind of bad to say that, you know, like wait, this is a bit why is the color a bit, wait, what's the skin color? How is this? Oh, it's pinkish. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's pinkish. Let's use a pinkish color now. Lock transparent. Have you seen there's like a toilet thing in Japan, like they took like what's it called, the famous architects to design toilets in the city of Tokyo, and that was pretty interesting. Like they got them to like design some really bizarre, not like bizarre, like you know the glass toilet tourist attraction. That was quite interesting to see. I don't like toilets that much. I love doing like residential more, like personal. No, Toby likes doing residential more. Hi Matthew, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for waking up in time. I know like we are not exactly in the same time zone, so thank you so much. Yeah, so those, I don't know, like Japanese just has such a good architecture industry. Also, they have like a very toxic work environment, but that is not part of the conversation of today. Yeah. I don't know, like that can I should try find, like they have like I think 10 or 20 famous architects to design like toilets for the city. That is like a really interesting project. Like copy image and let's put the image here. So like this is one of the toilets. I think I'll like put some image into here. Like it looks really nice. Like you won't even know they are public toilets like at first glance. Like okay. Like this is the glass one I mentioned previously. Like there's a button in the toilet when you press it or that you lock it and then the glass will turn opaque, which is a really interesting concept. Like also like technologically speaking, like it's also interesting. This one looks cozy. Yeah, these are all public toilets. Like they are just on the street toilets for people to use. They're so nice. Like you wouldn't even feel like it's dirty. Obviously, Japan, they love cleanness. Like, you even think they are like toilets. They're just like so cool, and yeah. But this one I really this one have like this one is an interesting one. Like you can see that they have the sink right here in the curve. Like, let me get a red pen. They have the sink here in the red curve. Like, that's where the water go and it drains down to the pipe. Such amazing concept. Like, how do they even think of this idea? Like, God. Let me just get all the layers down to one and then just close it. Yeah, like, I don't know why. we I'm not from the skippity toilet era, just saying, but alright. Yeah, like, I mean, toilets can be interesting. We, I think we can't have this in the UK. It will get ruined in like 2 days. Like, knowing how UK works, like how people in UK operate, they will just destroy it within like a week. I don't think they need a month. They just need a week or a few days, and then the toilet will be just decimated, like totally decimated. Like, that's just, I don't know. UK is not nice at keeping things clean. Yeah, I think like Japanese do. What's it called? Okay, let's grab a UK public toilet. UK toilet. Let's see if there's like toilet that's like really interesting at UK, because I have not noticed as much. Composting toilet. No, I want something in the city. Oh, I saw one called the Golden Public Toilet. Sounds fun. The Golden Public Toilet. Let's just grab this into like, right. Yeah, so this toilet is in Wembley, London, and I mean it looks like just some, the plant rooms, like the substations. This is a nice one, but then you have the pub toilets, which the pub toilets would not survive, and the drunk people would just destroy it if it's out on the street. Like, I have a feeling like if I go to Wembley now and look at that toilet, I won't think it's like a good one. I would just feel like, did they design the hygiene management? And then that would be the end of the story. Like, not great, but it's the UK. What do you expect? It's the UK. Speaking of which, I want to watch like one anime lately, like today, like I saw and recognized it today. It's called Welcome to the NHK. I've heard that it's quite nice. Do anyone has any like comments on like how it actually is? Is it like ultra horny or something? We could do another we can do a small design, like, I don't know, later or like sometime later. Designing toilets is not that difficult, but it depends on, do you want like a accessible toilet? Like, if you want an accessible toilet, then that will be like a bit more difficult. And if you have space limits, because there's like a turning circle thing for accessible toilets, so you have to, I think it's like a 1.5 meter radius that you need to allow inside the toilet for the wheelchair user to turn around and hey, wait, is what color is it? Hey, Okay. Yeah, so they have a lot of regulations on how the accessible toilets needs to be, and I think that is in approved document M or K, probably M. Yeah. I don't know, like I don't think people will steal toilets considering how many people like puke in it. Like UK is known for, I would say it's known for puking in toilets, but like we have people puking in toilets a lot, I think. Not a proud thing to say, but it happens. Like people drink way too much in UK. And I don't know, like drinking culture in UK, like UK people love drinking, like that's obviously a given. But like for Japanese people, they also love drinking so much, but I don't see Japanese people really making a mess out when they are like on a night out. Like that's something like rather incredible, I think. God, I have a Scottish accent. Oh shit. I've been staying in Scotland for too long. Yeah, so it's just I don't know how people are educated in Japan. They're just so clean, so tidy, etc., etc. But oh yeah, probably that too. Like the language itself, like have so many layers of like gratitude or something. Like if you are talking to a senior, you have this grammar you have to use, and then if you are talking to like even more senior, the senior of your senior, you have another sort of grammar you have to use, and it confused me obviously, but like that also the very how to say there's like a hierarchy in the social aspect, and I personally don't like that too much. But it works. I mean, it's part of the culture, so can't really say too much about it. I'm not Japanese, so I shouldn't even comment on it or I'll get cancelled. Yeah, like I don't know. I think like Asia in general is still like more respectful, but Japanese is definitely on the top end of it. Is there anywhere else that's like similar? Like I can't really think of somewhere like they got so much how to say hierarchy is not exactly the word, but like oh shit, I'm cancelled. Let's end the stream. Yeah, no. Yeah, so like it's like a very high pressure environment though, like having all those like social pressure, especially on the hierarchy. Like you can't really say something against your boss thing. Korea is probably also on that spectrum, but maybe I haven't studied Korean, so I can't tell for sure. But like Korea also has like this, let's just say like a slightly toxic work environment. East Asia in general, like general rule for that is personal rule, like from observation, like you shouldn't leave the workplace earlier than your boss, which I don't know seems normal. But then like there's like oh if you don't do the social after work, you won't be accepted. If you do something wrong, you have to like apologize like very how to say feel like intensely intense might be the word. The next few, I am sorry. I'm not Japanese. I tricked you. Sakura is not my name. Yeah. I mean, it's not it's not that easy to get cancelled nowadays. It's still like a thing, but like I think it's getting improved nowadays. Like unless you did something very outrageous, like you don't get easily cancelled like before. I've seen like I have had, to be honest, I have more Korean friends than Japanese friends, but then I speak more Japanese than Korean, and my Korean friends might speak Japanese as a joke to me, which I don't know. Sounds like an interesting, fun dynamic. Yeah. No, to be honest, I have the next long-ish video ready. It's like I finished illustrating. I haven't started like putting it together just because I haven't got the time yet, and we are kind of focusing more on like drawing for this 90 days, I suppose. Like we'll still do everything else. Like as I said, we definitely have like the castle arc coming soon. So the castle will be like one of the future videos. Hopefully, if we, because I have to pay for the tickets, so if the B-rolls did not turn out as great, we might not post it. We might post a short about it just to make it like, okay, it's not that much information I got on it. We'll see. We are going this Sunday, and hopefully we don't get beheaded. We don't offend the king and get killed during our stay in the castle. This is not it. Oh, this color turned out alright. What does she wear as a bottom? Purple. Why do I zoom into it? I feel like I'll get cancelled if I zoom into it, but hey, great. Hey, great. No, because it would more be like a tour thing. Part of the reason I'm going because I saw a video of Emily Chiu going to the Ghibli world thing, and I was like, I could do something like that. Although I animate most of the videos, we could put some real life elements in it. It doesn't hurt. So yeah. Oh, it's in the dark. Okay, let's put some dark-ish purple on it. Hopefully it works. Yeah, and I saw like her video is like all B-roll. Like there's so many. I think there's only 2 or 3 shots that she actually like did anything, and it's not actually like coming out in the video and speak. Is more like just her playing. So could we might be able to do that. It's not a face reveal though. Just saying, it's not a face reveal. Like I don't mind, but it's not a face reveal. Just saying. Just saying. Don't expect a face reveal from it. Oh, it's a lot less colored. Oh, is it so? Oh, it's red-ish. Okay. We are bad at color theory. Certified. Why does this looks weird? Okay. Okay, let's keep putting the colors. Keep putting in the colors. We'll blend the shadows probably in the end, just to make things clear-ish. I think blending it might help, but also blending it makes the composition a lot different in a sense. You can try, but like I doubt there will be much reflective surface. Like the only thing I could think of is the window, but if I'm facing a camera at the window, you just see the reflection of me holding my phone and you won't see my face. Yeah, just seeing. Like we managed to keep ourselves safe during the stream on Sunday, I think, when I was cooking dinner. So I think I could manage quite well. Hopefully, hopefully. And then let's put some purple, a darker purple to the sandal. Yeah, we didn't turn on music today because last time the one we did on Sunday got copyright thing going on. Kind of expected, but also the copyright thing is just we kind of got used to it, to be honest. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's just not nice to have. Let's get the sandals in. Oh, it's much darker somehow. Let's get the sandals in. So with the basic colors, after the basic colors, which we are kind of still doing it in a definitely not organized manner. Like, if I'm doing a usual drawing or like a typical drawing, I would suggest please separate them into layers. I am doing this as a study, that's why I did not separate the layers. But if you're drawing a own illustration, separate the layers. I don't want you to kill yourself. It will be painful if you don't separate the layers. Yeah. Yeah, the toe get a little bit more shadow. And then here, and then here. Does this... I get it. The shadow got a slight purple tint on it. So everything that's in shadow will be slightly purple, which is fine. We can easily do that. I think we can easily do that. And then after the second round of shadows, for the last shadow layer ish thingy, it'll be the highlight. Like, I think that's how people call it. At least that's what I think. Let's get it to a bluer-ish tone, because I think this artists like to use a bluer tone when it comes to like shadows and things. Maybe most artists does, to be honest. It's not a rare thing to see like using other tone. Like, the color temperature is something that's like, it makes the drawing pops a little bit more, but also I'm just not great at coloring. Like, I can do studies, but like on my own drawings, like I don't like coloring that much. Coloring is the thing that the bane of my life. What's that thing? It's purple. Okay, let's put the purple in. Oh, this is way too dark. Let's get the purple in. Let's get the purple in. Let's get the purple in. And that's the close done, I think. What's the ribbon? The ribbon is... Why is it dark? Okay, we'll make this slightly lighter. Just me. Hello? Why? Am I wrong? I think I was doing something slightly wrong. I'm not sure. I have no idea how the guy drew. So hopefully, yeah. And then let's get Venus crown on. It will be like a slightly more yellowish, orangish thingy, I think. It got some light on the other side, but like, yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Like recent manga anime, or any cons you are going to in the future? Like, I think like most anime cons, like they do like one around spring and one around autumn. Like that's the pattern I've seen on Europe, and hopefully that's the pattern all around. But that's the pattern I've seen on Europe. Like, eyes. I don't want to do eyes. Why do I have to do eyes? Blue, uh, darker, darker shade of blue, and then lighter cyanish shade of blue, and then like a very bright cyan tone bottom, I think. And then let's blend them together. If we blend them, it should look better. Oh shit. And then we can put the highlights on, which is the white. Why is the white not white? And then a very darkish pupil. I think that's how did he draw it? Ah! Okay, so a dark. So the pupil got like a highlight on it, and then okay. Pupil got a highlight on it. So we put a white in, I suppose. And then a darkish blue, a very, very darkish blue. Even darker, maybe. Oh, okay, maybe that dark is enough. Yeah. And then blend it in. Not the best work, but it works. It works. And then I have to do the other eye. Why? And then just like prepare for blending. Prepare for what's the Team Rocket thing? I need to remember the Team Rocket thing. Like I understand, I do trust the process. I just don't like drawing eyes in general. It's just a whole big thing that is like so much to explore. I mean, explore is probably the right word, but like it's just such a big field in itself, and like I don't like dealing with very big things. And then like the eye here, and then put a highlight in. I think that's how this guy draw eyes. And then for the tentacles, we won't be doing. We'll just grab one purple and then just color bucket them all, just because we are lazy and we can't be bothered anymore. Maybe a more reddish purple. But yeah, we can't be bothered by them too much, because we spent like quite a long time on this drawing, so we can't just. This will require too much work if I also do it, because this is just a study. Yeah, you know what? Drawing 2B will be so. I understand why 2B has so many arts now. Like, you don't have to draw the eyes, is it? Yeah, for 2B you don't have to draw the eyes. It's like, let me grab a layer. What is this layer? I don't know what this layer is. Okay, this layer is good enough. Let's put, let's just draw it here. Like for 2B, you just have this eye patch thing, and then like the white here. I think that's how 2B looks. I have no idea. I forgot. White hair. And then there's 2B. I'm pretty sure that's not 2B, but it looks like 2B. 2B or not 2B? Maybe it's Gojo. It could be Gojo. It could be Gojo Sensei. To be or not to be? That's the question. Question. I'll just say Q. Q is fine, everyone will understand it. And then for her gloves, it will be like a blackish thing, but with a slight purple tint, as everything in this artwork does. So we'll just draw this in. And then the same for her. Why do we even paint her hand then? Okay. If we're gonna paint it blackish anyway. Okay. Hey, wait. What color does it end up? Oh, it's okay. We're not that far off. 50, just a 30 brush would be better. So, don't know, like, first of all, like, I'm pretty sure you guys are not like from Asia, so you probably don't celebrate Lunar New Year. So, today's the second day if you count the lunar calendar for the year, but that's also not really very important information, to be honest. Like, I think most of the younger generations don't even really care much about it, except unless they got a holiday, which would be nice, but well, we're not in Asia, so yeah, yeah, and like yellowish tone, maybe reddish tone. Reddish kind of work slightly. Maybe still a slight hint of yellow. Yellow just look a lot brighter than red, which is, well, color theory. I don't think it's even color theory, it's just like color, yeah. Common sense is more like I did not even put a shadow for it, like, yeah, how? Oh, yeah, time to blend some of the shadows in, just because they didn't look as good as I imagine some of them. And they definitely do need a quick fix. So just like blend this in slightly. And because this also different, so we need to also blend this in slightly. I shall use a slightly redder tone, but don't care now. Too late. Too late. And then for here, we will do like the shadow stuff. Because like we definitely miss some shadows on this, I guess. And a little bit less shadows on the thighs. Blend this in slightly, just slightly is enough to be honest. And also blend in the base color, which we forgot to blend in as usual, as again. Now to blend in the darker ones. Like the blender is also always so useful in making things either look dirty or make things look really nice. That's like the main problem of the blender. And let's blend this color a little bit. And the shadows on the skin a little bit. Yeah, I think my skin requires a lot of blending just in general. It just skin is such a, I don't say it's a nightmare, but it's like definitely a very unique thing in the drawing sphere of things. And now we missed this one. What is this? Is it black and it's white and purple? Okay, we got the white. We just need the purple. Not too hard. Hopefully. Oh, we missed one. And then we do some highlights. Yeah, we do some highlights. And for highlights, to be honest, just use a white brush is the easiest way to do it. Just a brush, everything's soft. Like we'll just follow it a little bit because, well, we are studying their art. Like it makes sense to follow their art a little bit more. Reddish tone, maybe. There's like a small highlight here. And then some highlight on the hand. To be honest, there's quite a number of highlights somehow. And then for the clothing, slight highlight, just slight highlights is enough. Yeah, on the edge. And then for the leg, do we want highlights or Oh, they did a quite clever thing. Like their highlights, they use a blue tone, so it contrasts quite a lot, and you can see really clearly from afar. So we'll try doing that too. Is it? I feel like this is a bit too blue. Is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, it's fine actually. Then like put in the slight blue line along the line art. But just a very thin one will do. And just throw in the we forgot about this. Yeah. Oh, we have a really low tolerance. That's why. 50 brush. Just get the whole thing over with. I think for tomorrow, I might just be like doing video prep stuff and like drawing on my own because sometimes like obviously I have to admit like when I'm drawing like in complete silence or on my own that's a bit more focused for me and maybe watch some YouTube and copyrighted music at the same time. That will probably be nice too. And I watched like a TV series 2 nights ago. Like I was supposed to draw that night, but I end up watching a TV series. It's called Good Omen and it's so good. Yeah. To be honest, I might not even draw. I might just be like chilling at home, which is also nice. Just saying, everyone needs to take a break every once in a while. Some off time is always hard to say. Like depends on what you're doing. Like some off time is nice, I guess. Yeah. And obviously, I have, well, work, which I'm not planning on quitting yet, so can't really say no to going to work. Yeah. I don't get the tolerance thing. I've turned the tolerance to rather high already, but like it's still giving me this what's it called? Like this like lines on it. Don't know what's happening, but like it is just doing something strange every once in a while. Yeah, just color bucket them and call the coloring end, and we can work on the highlights. To be honest, I definitely need to drink a little bit more water. A little bit more water. Do you have highlights? No. Do you have highlights? Yes. So highlights on the hair. Maybe too bright. Slightly redder. Still too dark. This. Maybe use a smaller brush. Would a smaller brush do? Oh, a smaller brush do a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. And just maybe it's like blend of color is fine. Just play with it. It's a practice, so no pressure, and yeah. And for the ears, I do want it to like shine a little bit, so we'll do what they did here. Use a bluish tone and put on some highlights. Like definitely it's not as nice of a highlight as they did, but like it's a highlight, so it's fine. Everything's fine. I need water. Oh, my voice sounds so much better. I think. And then for this yellowish thing, we need some slight highlights just because it's feel like it's kind of like a metal-ish thing, like from all the drawing things that suggest it. Just kind of figuring out how it works. Not the greatest at metalworks, or like there's a way to draw metal, but this is not technically metal, so kind of hard to say what it is. They definitely have a way darker shadow. That is the difference between drinking water and not drinking water. Like I feel like if the longer you go with the water, the voice will get harsher and like darker, which is not that nice. I guess, yeah. And let's do this in like a dark-ish. Okay, this is not dark enough. Dark-ish manner. Like just get this like dark to like contrast as the metal-ish feeling. And like Ah, wrong layer. Fuck. Wait, what layer is this? This is the highlight layer. Okay, right. We know which layer we have to go to. Great. But yeah, voice is always, I don't know. Like sometimes my voice is like slightly better. I don't think it's mood dependent, but yeah, it's more like just like mood, not exactly mood dependent either. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of words to describe it, but I can't think of words to describe it. That's a weird experience. But yeah, voice is, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And then is there anything else we need to add highlights to? So there's, and we are not adding highlights on the tentacles, but we can take a look at the other things. The hair, do we add any? Not really. Yeah, we can add some on the hair. Which one's highlights? This one's highlights. And some light highlight, 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 highlight. Yeah, my brain's starting to stop working at this moment. Like it's starting to get late at night, but hey. Then does this hair get a little bit of highlights? Yeah, sure, why not? A little bit of highlights, a little bit of highlights, highlights, highlights. Highlights. We probably need a little bit highlights on these ones, just they're not exactly in full shadow. Just speaking the scene. Yeah. And then to just copy the color and throw it in here. Because we can't be bothered anymore. Just like the Kali drawing last time, like we've hit the so-called limit and we don't want to do much anymore. But yeah. The answer to the universe out. What answer to the? I'm kind of confused. Like, what answer to the universe are you referring to? Like, you mean like why the very what's called philosophical? Like why I'm here? What am I? Who am I? Kind of philosophy thing, or like don't- this definitely don't have that much of a section. And then to make the multiply slightly better, we need a purple-ish shadow thing. Purple shadow. To be honest, no one knows, and at the same time, I feel like to find it in life would be nice, but also like it's not the most necessary thing to know. Like, what would you do if you know? Probably that would be the better question. Like, what would you do if you know why you're here? Like, will it make your life better? Not sure. Will it make things uh, easier for people? Not really sure either. Oh, we'll make the shadows. We'll make the other. Oh shit! Holy shit! Is this alright? Holy shit! No, 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 no. Ah, okay. Okay. Shit! Please tell me you're not fucked up yet. Don't fuck up. Ah, yeah. My. Ah! 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 Oh, yeah! Ah! Like, okay, back to drawing normally. Normally. If we even if we know, I don't feel like it will make much of a difference just saying like we are just here. And if we are here, I think like one of the philosophy thing that I like is like if it exists, it makes sense. Like if you're here, then it must make some sense in some way. I'm not sure is this a philosophy thing or a science thing. Like if it happens, there's a reason. If it don't happen, there's probably also a reason for it. And the thing is probably just what's called your only reason for existing might just be existing. Who knows? Ah, my bad. Oh. Yeah. Then to just make this drawing pop a little bit more, we'll do one on a hue, which will do a rather warmer tone on this side. On like the bright side, we'll do a warmer tone. We do need a big eraser though, just for these spilled sections. 200? 200? Where's 200? 150 is good. 150 is good too. And then a blue one for like the colder tones. Maybe a dark blue. I'm not totally sure. And then just alternate between the two maybe. And then hmm. 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 Maybe multiply it. Oh shit. Maybe not multiply it. Linear burn. No. 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 Soft light? Soft light. Soft light could work. Soft light could work. Yeah. I think like in order to live freely, you first need the ability to live freely. Just seeing like, I mean, one of the things that determines it, unfortunately, is money. Like, if you are rich enough, you can just spend your life doing whatever you like. But if you aren't, then, well, good luck. Hope you survive the world and don't die. Life is harsh and I don't know. Sometimes I don't really feel like living it, to be honest. Like, why am I hustling all the time for? What am I doing? But, well, if I'm here, then I suppose I could keep going. Or maybe I'm on the wrong path. That might also be the answer for right now. Like maybe I'm not supposed to do like YouTubing, or like I'm not supposed to be like doing drawing YouTubing. Who knows? I would say like we have this saying in Chinese, but I'm not. We is easily translating to English. So like money can solve all your problems, but if you don't have money, you will have infinite problems. I would say that is so true. Like infinite problem if you are poor, but if you're rich, there's some problem you have to deal with, but like most of the problem can be solved. I guess this is the enough study, and after this we'll be doing fun things. After this we'll be doing fun things. Okay, so let's export this. Let's do. So, do you guys wanna read a book or do you guys wanna play games? I'm fine with both. You guys wanna play games or read a book? We now that we have like the drawing done, we can do whatever. I don't know why I'm moving my hands so much. Like my hands are moving so much. You can't see it, but it's moving so much. But like, yeah. What else do we want to do today? Like, we won't be starting another drawing. Just saying, we have enough drawing for today. Let's just shrink this window a little bit and put this here. Or wait, what else? I am the MC. Okay, I guess I mean like I hope it's something you're interested in. That's why I asked. So we can talk about books, obviously, and I got a few interesting ones. So this one is one that I've read like this past 1 or 2 weeks. Probably a very famous one already, and if you haven't read it, it's fine. You don't have to read it. But this is dystopian fiction by George Orwell, written around 1948, somewhere after the Second World War and to the probably around Cold War. And this thing is probably happening right now, to be honest. Like part of it is already reality nowadays. And yeah, it's a great book. And if you haven't read it, I would suggest you to read. I would suggest you to read it. You don't have to read it. It's a good book, which I finished already. So we are gonna look at something else today. Fully, I'm not sure. We could look at this Kengo Kuma architecture book. He did predict the future. Like one of the main thing of the 1984 book is that like there's like organization called the Fourth Police. This is basic world setting, so that is alright. Like it's not something spoiler or whatever. So there's like telescreens, which are like CCTVs everywhere, and then they will listen to what you say and look at what you do, everything. And then if you have any feels that you, any thoughts of like they think you don't like the party or like wants to overthrow the party or want to have free will, basically, then they will kill you. And that is basically the whole world setting of 1984. It's a very dystopian fiction. It's really famous. I think also another that he wrote is Animal Farm, which I haven't read yet, and I'm not sure I might grab it another day. I got this from a charity shop for like £3. So it's actually a bargain. It's like in prime condition. Like I mean, it wear off a little bit, but it's still like basically it's like new. So this is a good read and good value. I got scammed by Amazon the other day, and it said like there's a book is on very good condition, but that book is broken as fuck. Like it said collectible, very good condition, and when I got it, it's like, why the fuck are you half broken? And like you are, like why did I pay for you to be broken? Like you are not collectible, and you are not in brand new conditions. So into this book, let's just pick one. We'll randomly draw one architecture. So this one is the yeah, I'm not sure. It's one of the university building of Tokyo University. I do read Chinese though, so it is not more old. Like um that book is like quite a it's a new one. No, oh you mean the Amazon one? That is not the first edition one. I think it's maybe one or two edition previously, but it's not a first edition one. Plus, in that shape, it probably wouldn't sell much. So that is not like really valuable. Like if you say collectible books, I do have one that my parents passed down to me. Like it's called How to Make Friends and Influence People. It was the 7th anniversary edition. That one is in prime condition and it's kept really well, like so well. Okay, so this one is talking about the building facade structure, like how it make like this scary look is basically by like having staggering wood panels layering after each other. And yeah, maybe another one. No, this one looks boring. Oh, this one's interesting. So this skyscraper has like this really interesting screen at the bottom. I could actually try search it up. It's called Scramble Square. Scramble Square. Sorry, my hand is in the way. Scramble Square, Tokyo. You want? Yeah, you know what? I'll just put this bigger, just so it's easier for everyone to see. So it got like this screen thingy, and it's pretty cool. Like I think they will make like custom advertisements for it, like just to fit the screen. Copy image and put the image here and enlarge the image. And then on OBS we pull away the camera and you can see how it looks. So this is how it looks. Like you can see oh my hand can point to it. So you can see like they will make a very custom how wait a very custom advertisement for it from time to time, like well companies like it, I suppose. Okay, back to the hand cam. Back to the hand cam. Yeah. But I would say like one of my favorites is more like there was this tourist center in one of the tourist place. How is what's it called? I can remember I can literally draw it, but like I was thinking about it and I can't remember where it is. It's like a few houses stacked onto each other. I think it's his. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Yo. Oh, actually, wait. I lost track again. Yeah, like it's a sorry, I when I changed the viewing tab, I lost track. Yeah, it's like a actual screen, so it's just like the ones you see in Times Squares, but it's like on a special shape, which is interesting. Probably cost a lot, like a lot, but eh, they have the money to do it. Who can stop them? Which one is it? I want to find that tourist center. That tourist center is pretty interesting. Like obviously there's like a ton of interesting project. Like he's one of the biggest architects in. I found it. Yeah, so this one looks like houses stacked onto each other, and like at night it's even prettier. But then like each part of it has like its own function, so it does make sense to separate the space. And you can see like some of these parts like it actually just insets. It's not like a void. So there's probably some surfaces going through it, like pipes and ventilation things. But it looks like a few houses stacked onto each other. And if it looks cool and it's nice, people like it. So yeah. And then this is also a really ambitious one where they all the structure of all the supporting structure of this bridge is built on this one single log, one single column, and it just spreads out from it. Like it's just spread out from it. I'm not Italian, but I'll do it. It just spreads out from it. Yeah. So that's also like a really cool one. Like just imagine the craftsmanship like required to even do that. So all of these are real buildings that are built, and probably most of them are in Japan nowadays. And like, oh, they just have like really, really good architecture people, I suppose. They do have like built on a lot of history, and like the wood thing is like a really important thing in Japan. Like you can see like even if I just find some of his designs, like any of them, like you can always see wood. But like in UK, because like there's the Great London Fire, so most of them are like really strict fire regulation. UK has one of the strictest fire regulation, probably the strictest fire regulation in the whole world. So that is not nice for wooden buildings in the UK. But that's also the unfortunate truth. Like, if oh, this one's really cool. Oh, it just spreads out. Yeah, it spreads out. And oh my god, the delay is so long. Like I'll wave and then like I'll tell you when I saw the wave on the stream. Like I still don't see the wave. Like God, how big is the delay? How big is the fucking delay? Now I can see the wave. So that's why you think I'm not responding quickly. I do respond quickly. It's just time wise. Yeah. Yeah, like it does make like chatting a little bit harder, but sorry. I think like can I do something like a low latency thing? Less latency? That's like probably I don't know because I'm running on Wi-Fi. So this is a laptop, like the one I'm using is a laptop, so it actually runs on like wireless. So first of all, it's not transmitting very fast, and second of all, well, a laptop has its own limits, I suppose, because it's a laptop. Is there any interesting one? This is a really interesting one. I think like one of the very prominent features in his architecture is like the repetitive repetitivity of its architecture. So like these cubes, like you can see patterns repeating, you can see these joints repeating, and like the one we started with, like something what's called, oh, this is, yeah, also very repetitive. So like it's kind of like a quantity mixed quality thingy ish, quantity mixed quality ish approach. But also like they have to be built very harmoniously, so that is how they don't look incoherent. So it's, how to put it, yeah, I think that that's also one of the very important parts of Japanese culture. Like they got this workmanship spirit. So even for engineers, like I think engineers definitely had a bad time, or like because like it's so repetitive, it's probably just one calculation and then duplicate it for all the things. So that probably wouldn't be the biggest problem. But the workmen, like the contractor, they also take pride in like how they build it. Like they succeed to build this to a really high quality. They take pride in their work, unlike most of like other countries. Like I've done the job, that's it, and yeah, like the health joint we mentioned like sometime just now, like this is also like craftsmanship to the maximum degree. So I don't know, like I think like Japan just in most way do it really well in terms of making things really tiny and very delicate, like going to all the details. And I, but at the same time, like Japanese is not great at doing like really big things. Like you don't see as much like super big firms or like super big projects in Japan. Like there will be some, but like you won't see like a very, maybe iconic might not be the word, but like you always see like things are like small things like Japanese houses or like Japanese like snacks, like fruits, and like they go into like so high quality in like the really small stuff, but in the like bigger stuff, I don't think they are like very good at doing things to a very high scale, just because like of the, again, the workmanship that's limited a little bit, because like they want like the things to be like, what do you think will be read more? I think regular books still get read more just because there's more people who needs it, and like depends on you're saying like fiction or non-fiction though. Like if non-fiction, like I really like all the time, like magazines, whatever, and like the book you saw just now. But if you say fiction, to be honest, nowadays I feel like it might be like half half. Yeah, this is also one that I saw lately. Yesterday, to be honest, but it's really nice. That's all I can say. It's a really nice one. Uh, and then like back to the book thing. I think like manga. First of all, you have to like the art style. So art style is like a really big determining factor. And if you don't like manga art style, you can probably just say bye to the whole genre. But for fiction, like books, like you just see words and you kind of imagine how the character will be and how things goes, and it will always be like rather to your liking in the imagination. So that part is like, it makes sense. That part makes sense. Then obviously like, there's a genre of book actually called smut. There's actually a genre of book called smut, and basically our 18 fiction. So like there's like hentai, there's like doujinshi, there's like manga that's like really ecchi, but like sometimes the book just feels different. Like they mention like really small details, and you don't really get to see as much details in, well, manga. Oh, actually, I got two light novel next to me. Let me grab. Okay, maybe just one, but it works either way. Still works either way. Yay! ReZero. Yes, this is one of the side story though. So is it went with like some origin story of Felix, which is one of the character I like quite a lot, and some about like this free idiot doing something, and what's the rest of it? Is that the rest of it? Okay. I remember there's probably one more story, but I can't remember what's it about. Yeah. And then there's like I literally bought this book because of like the illustration. Like I like the character a lot. That's I literally did not buy it for the story. I buy it for like the illustrations. Like I don't know. Also like it feels more. It feels nicer than a illustration book. I could obviously get a manga, but it feels less. How to say? Less classy. It feels less classy if you are reading a manga, but when you tell them you are reading a light novel, ooh, that's different. Yeah, so yeah. Felix is great. Actually, I was wanting to buy like the Felix. There's one of the stories which is like the whole book is focused on like Felix' origin story, like why he got into like girls' clothes, etc. But that one's out of print, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that in manga, like one of the things, like for example, like if I am to let's say this scene, I will probably look at it for 5 6 seconds if I'm in a manga. But then if in a book, like if it's like describing the scene, it will be like Felix holds his hand on his chest, looking very worriedly at someone who is sleeping in peace, and his eyes widened when he heard someone at the back shouting at him. And when he turns, it's a drunk guy who's came back from. You get more context if you are reading a book. That's part of like how I feel about books. Like you get a little bit more context and like you let your imagination do some work. So it'll be nice. I mean, like, let's be honest. If you have to read Percy Jackson, like, do you like the book more, or do you like the manga more? Because I don't like the Percy Jackson manga, the comic. Like that comic, I can't bear myself to watch it, to read it, just because like it was so far from what I had imagined the character to be. And I think that's also one of the things that light novel does really well. Like they already have set the character look for the light novel, so you won't. They have like kind of like standardized. Okay, if you think of this character, you think of this face. Like unlike most other manga, yeah, yeah, and also like especially I started out reading Chinese manhwa, so also like manga obviously, but like also Chinese manhwa. So that part of me is like they churn out one episode, one chapter a week, but then that chapter it won't be like the best art. Just saying, like it won't be the best art. It would more be like it would just be like pacing. they literally have like a formula for how to create the story. So wow, it's yeah. Like they were like, okay, we have this enemy, we are nearly defeating the enemy, then we figure out there's a bigger enemy and we have to do it together to fight this bigger enemy, and we are all friends now. And a while later, when you're nearly defeating the other enemy, you can find another one. And yeah, that part kind of annoys me, but it's just the dopamine loop of that kind of story. So they don't put as much work into the art. Like they definitely reuse some of the sprites, obviously, but I also do that, so can't exactly say it's bad. And another light novel I had is like Bakatesto Shokanju, and Bakatesto Shokanju is so old. That's like from the 2000s. But I kind of started the whole. I don't know. I do like reading stories with like characters like Felix in it. Oh, I did not turn on the light. Oh, I can turn on the lights. I totally forgot about it. But yeah, like I didn't turn on the lights, but oh no. Ah, yeah, those story like. Why am I? Wait a second. Give me 2 seconds. I need to just organize my brain a little bit. Right, yeah. But like, Swiftface, on your point, like manga writers suck nowadays. They don't really suck, but it's just that I think just there's been a lot more people who draw manga nowadays, so a lot more people get seen. And back then, the bad ones don't even appear. So yeah, the bad ones don't appear back then, but nowadays they appear. So you think they actually took down in the quality, but like there's still a lot of quality ones out there. It's just that it's not as much as you see. That's probably why. Yeah, we can. To be honest, I don't know why. I'm just going through some like books things. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. But yeah, like Receiver, I kind of stopped reading after like 13, 15th chapter, just because like I was reading it from my school's library back then. Like they have like the whole series of like I think Receiver and Sword Art Online, so I read some of the Alicization. And I don't know. I think that's also kind of what got me into like reading light novel, because our school don't really have the comic ones, and we just have to resort to the light novel, which is nice. It's nice. Like I think like especially some of the scenes, like they you can write it out, like the more intimate or like horny scenes. If you write them out, you don't feel as much things. But if you needed to adapt to the manga, then they probably would just like omit it, which is why are you not following the original thought of the writer? Yeah, like that parts get slightly annoying. Quality, I don't know. I feel like it's just because like the main thing, like obviously there's enjoyment, but there's also like the dopamine hits. Like if I go on to like so there's this, let me check what's the name. I think it's like Heiwa Seidai no Itatendachi, something like that, something like that. So its roads are like rather good. Like even like some of the more ecchi kind of show, like Isojoku interspecies reviewers, like that one is Also, like I think they did a quite good of world setting and like the story didn't look weird at the point. Especially, I feel like Japanese is really good at doing like the slice of life kind of anime topic, which I mean it makes sense. Slice of life is nice, so the pacing doesn't really get that much of. It doesn't really matter that much in slice of life. That's why I like slice of life. Like Nichijou is so good, and then Sakamoto Days, like there's an arc is like slightly actiony, but like it's also not a like very intense plot. What else did I enjoy? The new Dragon Ball Daima is actually quite nice. Like they have fights, but it's like funny haha fights more than like the shouting and punching each other for 20 minutes straight kind of fight. I don't know. I just feel like Slice. I don't even know what my hands is doing. I'm looking at the stream that's like delayed right now, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Hello? Hello? The fuck are you doing? Yeah, probably like those are quite nice. Like I don't know, like I think like one description really sums it up for me. Like, how much stakes do you feel are in the story? Like, if I see a fight but I know they will win, I will be totally fine about it. And if I know, or if it's like a really tight fight and like they nearly died and I don't like it as much, that's just yeah. I'm gonna stack books. Okay. No, actually, I don't want to destroy my books. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I feel like the stakes thing is like the thing that draws me away from some of the shows that's like quite shonen. Like for example, what's coming like lately? Chainsaw Man or like Dan is like kind of alright. Like I watch it because my friend watch it, but like if I am myself, I probably won't watch it just because I don't like the very fighting thingy of the plot. Let me see what else do I read because I do read rather a lot. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. So there's like Seven Prince, which is I think the anime came out a while ago. And then there's Slime, the Slime Isekai, which is it's nice. The Slime Isekai is nice, and you know he's gonna win. So, and then there's one called Liu Li. Oh, how's it called? There's one about like a girl who figures like she's half human, half dragon, and like she start having dragon power. I watched like a few of Chainsaw Man, but I didn't really kept on with it. Like book obviously have like better arts, but like the stakes just I just don't like the fighting or the blood and things. Like for example, Attack of Titan. I don't like that show. I would say frankly, I will be cancelled or whatever, but I don't like that show. It's not a bad show, obviously, but it's like I don't like how people is dying. Like they literally fight and pulls people into two parts. But and then there's one called The Globing is Too Strong. That one ended a while ago. It's a manga, and that one's pretty. It's like a slice of life ish. It's funny, funny, haha. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, yeah. I like Kobayashi's Dragon Maid a lot. I know like people say it's a harem anime. It is a harem anime. Personally, I do like the like you see they have powers, but they don't use the power for fighting or whatever. It's just like funny, haha. Today I ate today I charged my phones with Kana. Literally, like Kana just plug her tail into the socket to recharge herself, like, and then like Toru just cuts her tail off, and then like, Kobayashi-san, do you want to eat this dragon meat? Like, oh, it's cute and it's funny. And it's like kind of like a sweet, cozy vibe. I like those kind of lots. And then there's also the slightly ecchi genre, which I won't go deep into. There's like Kiyobi no Tawawa. If you so let me just tap those in chat, like Kiyobi no Tawawa. Like this is one that is slightly ecchi, but at the same time it's like a good one. Like you can see like there's character dynamics and it's like going into a direction. And Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I'm pretty sure most of you guys here have heard of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, right? Right? Yeah. For one, oh, actually, there's one that I like with steaks. Some steaks, like, have you heard of a wait? What am I trying to say? Right. A certain scientific railgun. Railgun is one that I like a lot. And character dynamics. Character dynamics. Yeah, like the characters are like so distinct. Like I know they are tropes, but they are carried out in a good way. Like they're tropes, but they're carried out in a good way. I don't know. I've heard of like some shows doing the same thing, but at the same time, like they do it well. I forgot which one that is. Like I heard it from Trash Taste. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm right back. Do anyone of you watch Trash Taste though? Just asking, like, because I know someone watched Trash Taste, subscribe to our channel, but I'm not sure. I forgot. I forgot. Yeah. Like, yeah, right. If you use Sprite, it's fine. It's fine. Like, tsundere could be like so interesting if it's done right. And although like it's like probably one of the trope that's like overly used and like kind of gets into like a boring period, like it just get used too much and it's starting to get like more boring nowadays. It's nothing new. It's alright. Like they sometimes talk about anime, just sometimes, maybe once in like 50 episodes. So probably don't watch it if you want an anime podcast. Probably don't watch it if you want an anime podcast. What do I have around me? We could do this. Yay! I know. Surprise! Yay! Yeah, so just Trash Days is not exactly the best choice if you are wanting some anime things to listen to. Uh, let's start doing this Sudoku. I don't know why. I just saw it and like, yeah, we could do this. We'll do the easy one first, just so our brain can like warm up a little bit. 3, 3, 3. And yeah. And I don't know. I usually take the puzzle from the bus. Like usually that's the word wheel thing that I play with. Like and the add up word search. These three are the easy one. And then if I really have the time and I'm really bored and my phone died during work, then I'll do this. Usually that is when I will start to get to the Sudoku, which is not a nice way to say it, but like is my contingency plan if I ran out of things to distract myself during work. 7, 8, 9, 8, 8, ah, 8, ah, 8, 8, ah, ah. Sorry for the really normal sounds. Ah. I was so I started playing Sudoku back then when I was in school, like secondary school, maybe like for you guys it translates to like eight, grade eight. Like a friend of mine just every day we took a newspaper from the train station, and then in when we got bored at class sometime, and then we just decided to like okay, we'll start doing it and we'll see who's faster. That's how I started. It's to be honest, it's not the hardest thing in the world. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. It's just more like you just have to take some time. Oh, like this. It's not the most fun thing, but if you don't have anything to do, it's a good choice. It's a good choice if you don't have much things to do. Uh, Sometimes you do need to think a little bit. 1, 1, 1. Yeah. I think that just start with something easy, like do the easy one. Don't do the hard one. The hard one will take probably an hour, half an hour, I'm not sure. Like those you need to just look for like a long time to even get to that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9啊，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8. Okay, we can figure that one out. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 ah. Where's 3? 3. 4, 3, 3, 3. We don't know. We are not free. I don't know. If someone click in the stream right now, they will like be wondering like, wait, I thought it's a drawing stream. Is it not? Is it not a drawing stream? Yeah. It's it's not that bad. It's just like a small brain workout, I suppose. Where's the 2? I know the 2 is here. Eh? 6, 6, 6, 6. None de. Eh? Okay, so maybe one of the true. it makes sense if you need to face number at work. I mean, I do architecture for work, so like that's why I decided to do this channel as like a drawing one instead of an architecture one, because I mean I would love to do it, but at the same time I just feel a little bit exhausted after work, and we can slip in some architecture once in a while, but I need something else. Just saying, like something else. Plus, like I feel like architecture like is just a very small circle. Like unless you have like 10 years of experience, you won't get your own clients, and you can start really making money. So one of the ways to do Sudoku is to just go through one by one the numbers. Like you have like one, then when you look at all the ones, you'll find which ones you are missing, and you'll find the ones that you are missing, and you'll find where all the ones are. Why did I choose one that why did I choose one to start? I don't know. Yeah, but start with one and work your way up. That's easier to understand. And then two, two, two. No, two, 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 two. No, can't find two at the moment. Three. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this works. Yeah, this method works. I just made it up just now. Just saying. I just made it up just now. Yeah. Three. Not sure. Like, we know it's on the top, but we don't know which slot it is. So let's look at four. Four, four, four. Four, four, four. Wait, so 3 and 4 is here. So 6 and 8 should be here. So if this have 6 and this will be 8. And this here. Wow, the 8 have no idea. Actually, we have some idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 7, 7, 7. No, can't figure this out yet. 1, 2, 2. Where's 2? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. And we still can't figure out the three. Okay, thanks for joining in the stream, tiramisu. Tiramzu. I'm gonna pronounce it right. I'm gonna call you Tiramzu. Yeah, thank you for joining in. Remember to I'm sure you're probably in the Discord, yeah. But for all who's watching the stream record, remember to subscribe, and there's a Discord channel. So click the link in the description. Our artwork is also on Instagram and Twitter. If I remember, I'll post it in the Discord channel. Yeah, thank you for joining in, Tiramisu, and we'll see you probably next time, or just chat in the Discord. Probably chat in the Discord first, and then we'll meet you next time. Then, where am I? Right. Yeah. To be honest, after finishing this Sudoku, I'm gonna end the stream, just saying. Because I started it, I don't want to end it so abruptly. Yeah. 1, 2. 2 is in these two slots. 3, 4. 4 will be in. That's annoying. Oh, we can find 8. 8. 8. Okay, doesn't really help much. A7, 4, 4. Yeah. 5, 5, 5, 6. 6 up there. 9 is here. How? Do you see anything? Just tell me if you see anything. My brain is also not exactly working that well. 3. Do we have a 3? 3 is in this 2. 3. 9 is in this 2. 9. 6 is in this 2. 6. 4 is this 2. Where is 7? 7 is all around here. 7 is actually up here. Okay, so this is, so you know now, in this row there's like 7, 6, and 9, but then 7 and 6 only can take these 2 slots, so 9 will be at down here. I won't say simple maths, but like it's a bit logic. Right, no problem. It's alright, we can finish this on time. We can finish this before midnight. So we got the 9, and this should help us get here, and 1, 2, where's 2? We don't know where 2 is. 2 is, oh, here is 1, 2. Did we fucked up? I think we fucked up. Oh, fuck. 9 is not there. 9. 9. 9. 2 is here, but I don't know which one is 2. Ah! Oh, shit. Actually, it works. It still works. It's just one number that we got wrong. It's just one number that we got wrong. We are not dying yet. 2, 3. Where's 3? 6, 3, 8. What is missing from you? 1, 2, 7, 8. 7 will be up here. 8 will be down here. I don't know where the 2 will be. 2. This 2 is 2. Where's the 2? This is also freedom somehow. I haven't played one in like 2 weeks, and then I'm just back to like beginner's level. Why? Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I have no idea which one is it. Oh, actually, we can find one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. We don't have a 6, do we? Yeah, we don't have a 6. Yay. 6, 6, 6. So if this is 6, then this will be 7, and this will be 2. Okay, we are going. If this is 2, then it will be 2 won't be here, and it will be 8. 8 will be here, but this won't be 8, so this will be 8. I know this will sound really confusing. Just saying it's fine. It's fine. I get it. I get it. It's slightly confusing. And then 1, 2, 3 will be up here, so this will be 4. 3 will be one of this. 2, 3. 7 and 8, no. 2 and 7. 7, we got 7 here, so 7 is up here, and this will be 2. Now we have this 2, we know where this 2 is, and we have a 3. Now we have a 3, we know this 2 gonna be this, and 9, 4, 3. Yay! Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like, I think it also depends on like because I do have one window open that I'm watching, so that's how I know there's a quite a delay. So probably just minus one, minus one. But yeah, yes, we solved it. Yes, yeah. So I guess that's it for today. To be honest, we did a lot more than just doing the ENA study, which is probably it should have been the main thing for today, but it ended up being the Sudoku, being the most satisfying. So thank you for joining this stream. If you are watching a stream record, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like video, whatever. I will be very, to be honest, you don't even have to do that. I will be very surprised if you even watch till this point, which is like the 3 hour, 2 3 hour point. Like, I'm surprised you stayed that long. Like, for those watching the stream record, which literally can't talk to us and whatever. And we'll see you next time, or in the Discord server, which is in the description, and we'll chat there. Yeah, especially, yeah, I will chat with you there, sweet face. Yep. Yeah, see you next time.